morning campers, here we are again out on the absolutely lovely, bit colder and a bit wetter historic fields of Cheshire. It's me, Tony, with my Manti running the normal settings, and we've got with us today young Stephen. I'll just try and turn you around and we'll get him in the background. There he is, look, there he is, he's on digging already. What on earth he's found, but we'll find out in a little while. He's on his Deus 2 and we're just going to have a wander around. It's a lovely historic little place. We're just going to have a wander around, see what we can come up with, and I'll see you on the first hole. Well, there you go, we got young Stevie. he's on his eye on the silver already. First hole, look at that, how absolutely lovely. We got a William III, looks like a silver sixpence, could be a shilling. He's just filling his mummy hole in already. Pinpointer down. One side's blank, completely blank, but that side quite clearly William III. How absolutely lovely is that? So looks good for the good day. Well done, young Steve.
Is there any blackberry bushes round here?
You buy a lot with this then. Well guys, even after all the rain we've had, this soil is still so dry. Look, just dust, look. However, in this little hole where you can see it, let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. The bottom down there, I don't know what it is, a little bit of green going on down there. Difficult to get the camera on it. A bit of green there. Oh, tiny. Oh, what we got? What we got? Oh, heck. It's an old button. Tiny little button. Look at that. As big as my blooming fingernail, little fingernail. Tiny little thing. No shank, no decoration. But he's a pinpointer down. Pinpointer's depth down. Dry, dusty. What a mess. Never mind. Moving on. There's Steve coming towards me at great pace with his box in his hand. What on earth's he got? What has he got? We'll see you doing it. He got a hoard of 9 pence. Oh, yeah. Oh, look here. Oh no. Well, never mind. If we're finding them, we'll find the good stuff eventually.
Exactly. That's right.
We'll see you on the next. Well, guys, we come across one here. Nicest sound of the day. 84, 85. 4 or 5 spades down. Right hand side of the blobber meter. I think we ought to dig this one together. Yeah, bear with me and we'll see what we can come up with. Well, what about that down there? How did that get way down there? Goodness me, that's well over the pinpointers deep. And look what we got. A blooming modern 2 pence piece. How on earth did that get all the way down here? Oh well, that's what we got. Well guys, come across another one here. It started off at 56 and now it's gone up to 85, 91. Right hand side of the screen, so I don't know. We may have some rubbish in here, but we'll dig it and find out. Haven't found it yet. Well, let's have a look, see what we can do. Yeah, right, now let's get you in this blooming picture here. See if the pinpoint will pick it up. Zoom it out a bit, that's better. It's giving me a target over there. Well fellas, something went wrong with me. My camera, it looks like it was recording all the time. However, I come across this one, it's around about 34 or something like that. Dodgy target, but I don't know about you. Let's just zoom in a little bit. It almost looks like a screwdriver end. Could it be some sort of awl or something like that? Is it modern? Is it not? It doesn't look right to be modern somehow. I just think perhaps it was a little awl or a little chisel or something. I'll get it cleaned up and we'll come back to you. Well, I've cleaned it up the best I can. Are you in focus there? There's no markings on it. However, it looks just too old to be a modern piece. I think I'm going to see the flow on Monday anyway. I'll take it in and see what she has to say about it. It just looks older than... Yeah, it doesn't look modern. Anyway, I'll just do all my bits. I'll get a photo of it and then we'll move on. There he is, look. The wizard. The wonderful Wizard of Oz digging an hole. Well, we've had an unproductive day so far. Apart from Stevie finding a bit of silver first thing. We walked for miles and had no targets. We got a new permission. We've just been on it in an old orchard next to an old thatched house, and not a blooming signal. So I don't know. It's going to be one of those days. We're going to have a spot of dinner and then crack on. See you in a bit. Well guys, we came back after lunch and we've been about 3.5 hours in now after lunch and we haven't even had a target. It's been a dead loss. We haven't found a great lot. Steve's gone off into another field in disgust. But it's such a lovely place. It's so lovely and historic. We've had lots of stuff off here. We've had Roman stuff off here. We've had Elizabethan stuff off here. We've had Charles I off here. I've had all sorts of artefacts. However, today's not going to be the day. So if we don't find anything else, we haven't got much to make a video of. So probably what I'll do is tag it on to the next one. But if we do, thanks for watching up to now. Right guys, well, here we go now. I signed off a minute ago saying we hadn't had a signal. There we go, come across this one, real dodgy. Big lump of iron in the hole as well. And we just got another little 50 signal. And here we have it. It looks to me very much like we've got a little Roman cross here. You can probably see the face there. Turn it looking to the right. I'll clean it up better at home. Can't see much off the back yet, but there's definitely detail there. When I've got it cleaned up, I'll put something on the screen at the end of the video. Well, that saved the day, didn't it? Well done everybody. Brilliant. Well, here we go again, fellas. A dodgy signal. Steve and I did a joint dig on it. And what we got here, looks like a very thick, very old weight. And look on the back of there, look. Now, to me, that's some sort of markings on the back of there. Obviously deliberately marked on the back of there. They look very, very old. And basically just about 8-10 feet away from where we just found that little Roman coin. Now, I don't know whether it's Roman or it's not, but it's certainly a very old weight, and one for the flow to have a look at. There we go. The day's turning out all right now, isn't it? See you on the next. Well, here we go again. Look what we got here, fellas. We got an absolutely beautiful bullhead shilling. Look at him here. Let's have a look. Get him to blooming focus. How can I not get him to focus? I don't know. Try that there. Is that better? That's it there, look, yeah. Blooming camera's crap. There we have it. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Let's see if we can get a date off him. Clear as day. 1817. What a lovely coin. What a lovely coin. Reverse is a little bit worn, but it's still all there. But the bust size is absolutely fantastic. Look at that. 1817 bullhead silver shilling. What a day. Brilliant. Well, here we go again, guys. Down there, another little Roman. Couldn't make it up today, could we? Nice little coin. Can't make out too much on it yet, but it will clean up. That's 2 Romans. Oh well, there you go. You can just see a bit of something going on there. Happy days. Ha! Well, now then, we thought we'd finished. But Steve tromped off to a new field in disgust, as we said. And then I followed him in disgust as well. So, and here we are, an hour or so later. And we've come up with some absolute stunners. It's turned into a really good day. We've got silver, we've got Roman, we've got all sorts of things. Let me take you through the roundup here, and then we'll do a sign off. But let's have a look at what we've got. I'll switch you round. Let's show you the rubbish first. All the good stuff. There you are, look. Lumps of lead, bits of lead, ring pulls. We've got to have 2 ring pulls, haven't you? Another bit of lead there, big chunk. It might have been something at one time, but who knows. Somebody's glasses there. Probably couldn't find his way back home after that. More ring pulls, more lead, all bits of rubbish. We'll move on to the box. Something slightly better. Let's have a look what we got in here. Now then, loads of buttons, as you can see. Tomback buttons, buttons. We've got that. Well, I don't know what it is. I'll show it to the flow on Monday anyway, so you can tell me it's rubbish. I don't mind. And then we got another little weight. Again, just a lead weight, but intriguingly, it's got numbers on the back. So, and they look very old to me. So, I don't know. Perhaps anybody knows what it is. Now then, we'll move from there. We'll go and look at the better stuff. There we are, look, there's my twitchy finders. Now then, what have we got in here? Let's start with the other stuff first. Let's have a look at that. An old Georgian thing. I can't get any sense out of it, but it's a coin. A modern 2p. or not 2p, that's the question. We've got some more, probably Georgian, again toasted, can't get anything out of them. We have got here now an absolutely stunning, look at that, bullhead, 1817, I think it's a shilling, could be a sixpence, I don't know. Perhaps answers on a postcard. You let me know in the comments if it's a shilling or a sixpence, I don't know. Very nice though. And the star of the show, we've got 2 Roman coins. There's one there. We've got to be cleaned up yet. I can just see some detail on there, and again on there. They'll clean up quite nicely, and we'll take them to see the flow on Monday as well. Here's the other one. That's the back. I can't get much sense out of that one, but there's detail there. See a figure standing, and on the other side here we have got can't see him now. Where is he? That's him there, that way round. Well, you can see that. It's awkward to see, isn't it, in this? He'll look better. Oh, there he is, I can see him now. Facing right, you can probably see him. Got the bust there, facing right. Got the hair at the back. But a small Roman coin nonetheless. And how lovely is that? And we've got Stephen's box as well, don't forget. Let's have your box, pal. There we go. Twitchy finders again, look. They're good lads, them twitchy finder fellas. What we got in here? Oh yes, first off, first thing this morning, an absolutely lovely Gavilimus. William III. Again, I don't know whether it's a shilling or a sixpence. It looks like it might be a shilling actually. Sorry, the camera went wobbly then. Got low battery. Blank on the back, maybe in preparation for a love token. Who knows? That's what they did with them, wasn't it? But you quite clearly see him there. We've got Big Edward there, I think. That Edward, yeah, Edward the 7th. It's a big old penny. And we got here, oh yeah, we've got George the 5th. See him with his moustache there. Edward, that was a Dirty Bertie, wasn't he? Was that his name? And we got a whole outbreak of 2 pences, 5 pences, 2 pences, and a little tiny halfpence. Nearly got a full issue there. Anyway,